Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new here. My name is Death by Pony. Today we're hopping back into Arcade Spirits. So without further ado, let's hop in. But you said eating healthy was important. See you after lunch. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to get some junk food instead. I said I'd say Naomi definitely fits in with Francine's idea for this arcade. She's got a love for these games and it shows. And giving me her lunch? Me, a total stranger. That's a kindness I don't know if I deserve, but I appreciate it all the same. So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories too. Armed with a lunchbox of healthy food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Penguin there, baby. Aw. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs, and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my lone lunch. The flamingo! Incoherent scream. Coherent scream. We're gonna await death. Well, it was a good run. Death by floofy monster was definitely not something I considered in the thousands of ways I pictured my own death. Honestly, I thought I'd pass doing something I loved. Alas, the Reaper take me swiftly and painlessly. Rude, this floofy monster has feelings too. Wait, you aren't my doom? Oh, hey, you're human. That's an improvement, I think.
Hey, so I'm sorry if I traumatized you. Really? Can we start over, maybe?
I nod my head slowly, although that could just be muscle spasms from being in shock.
I'm Ashley.
We love Ashley. And I'm Ash.
I'm also Pinky, the Funplex Flamingo. It's my secret, yet not so secret identity.
What the Funplex what now? This is almost too much to take in. Gavin was a lot. Naomi was off the scale cheerful. I've met some really intense people so far.
Did you sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph?
Me? No.
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade. Pinky is the mascot of the Funplex after all.
Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Today, this morning to be specific.
Oh, awesome! Welcome to the Funplex.
I mean, it would have been way cooler if I were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more.
Let's see.
You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all the games, sliding right on up to the employee-only door. But how did you get the door code?
Ooh.
Of course. You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched your heart and decided that 4-digit number had to be the intel you needed.
Let's see.
Next, you needed to lie and wait for the opportune moment to punch in that secret key code just to find me. It just keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about this fictional scenario. Ashley's got quite the imagination, alright? Is that how I come across to people, a creepy trespasser? Quite the imagination. Wow. I'm subtly impressed, albeit slightly terrified. She can just take an idea and run with it. Where's she running with it? I'm not even sure she knows. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped. But for a price. And she finally realized she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. And I do that too. I mean, I just talk to myself. It happens sometimes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept up in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement. The beeps and boops, screaming children, and broken machines. You aren't really painting the best picture here. Ah, geez, I don't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplay to make. Cosplay? As we switch topics, it's like she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character. I love it. It's empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it so proudly, even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering, really. Granted, she certainly has the power to stop my heart a few beats.
Yes!
Definitely, you want to try? Got a favorite game character? I can help make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing to her flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands as feathers. So Pinky, is your creation intentionally? Yep, it looks pretty good for my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hand together if I tried that. If you're going for terrifying, then yes. No heads from tails, but I can appreciate it. I'd probably stitch my hand to it. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. If I literally, if I get enough thread running in between them. I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi was just going on about craftsmanship of games. Clearly, you're digging on craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I wear it around the Funplex to liven up the crowd, get people pumped to play games, and the kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowd to pump or kids to be adored by. Hey, secret between you and me? Ashley motions for me to come closer. She leans around the room once and then talks in a hushed tone. I did some repairs on the Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm. I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh, limbs falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been like 5 or 6 years max. Anyway, we were next to Showtime stage when she took my arm and whoosh, off the arm came. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you're consistently scaring people and it's not just me.
Nope.
Hey now! I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is a thing I am attending to when I'm not going into into cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I do have a sense of humor. She'll be proud. I assume you've already met Francine, but you had a chance to meet Gavin and Noemi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Well, yeah, they're like, he said this, and she said this, bit. It's whatever. Right. Ashley rolls her eyes and lets out a sigh. I wish they would hurry up and make out already. Oh, yeah. Wait, seriously? So are they going out? Haha. Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. It's classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Ash. Consider them marked.
Beep beep.
Ash, what's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat.
No!
That's no good. Ash needs his calories. You eat up, I'll go wash the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough, thanks. Ashley winks before her face disappears into the dark recess of the inhumane mask. As I'm wolfing down rice in the shape of little hearts. Wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impression of Ashley yet. Let's see. Pretty amazing. I like her enthusiasm about art. Ashley's got a lot going on in that head of hers. I just don't understand it all. Ashley's totally cutie. All aboard the Pinky train. Choo-choo! You know what? I like her. We're gonna go for her this round. I'm a little shocked at how funny Ashley is. I've never met anyone like her that has so much gusto in life. I hope if I spend time with her, a little of that passion will rub off on me too. Anyway, with lunch in my belly and break time complete, the second half of my workday began. Rolling onto the afternoon, the crowd starts to fill out. School's done. And Ashley covering the desk, my job to wander. Rolling onto the afternoon, crowd starts to fill out, and late rising pros are heading out to their arcades of choice. With Ashley covering the front desk, my job to wander the floor looking for problems or potential problem, or just make sure everything is a-okay. but for starters, is a good moment to collect my thoughts. I think I'm off to a decent start with my coworkers. Good first impression at any rate. Cooperation going to be a must. I've had awful coworkers before, and they can really drag down your day. Hang on, no time for daydreaming. The gift spot. Let's see. 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get all of them, but which do I tackle first? I write customer near the magic maze. Someone cursing up a storm and Fisted Doom. I'd crowd around shoe time. You know, we can't have people swearing. There's a lot of shouting coming from the center of the arcade. Your Fist of Discomfort is being played. I remember Iris telling me about it earlier today while I was bored to death at the ticket desk. Fist of Discomfort, FOD, is one of the most popular games in esports circuit. It's been a staple of the scene for over 6 years. One year, Team Wicked Prodigies took on the Unreal and came back to win in the dying seconds of a tiebreaker match to take home record $5 million prize pot. That's a lot of moolah. And how? Okay, so how does it work? The hybrid real-time strategy button mash brawler. Fight your way down the top and bottom lanes, clearing waves of ninjas, finally topple the enemy's dojo. But that's the action part. The strategy part involves using special abilities, purchasing items, and ninja summons. Pod is a sheer elegance in its simplicity. The way the different game system interweave to form one masterpiece of esports perfection. So, summon good ninjas, punch bad ninjas, smash dojo. I'd say boiling down a rich game of action and strategy played the world over by top gamers in such a way is a bit degrading, but sure, okay. All of which is super interesting and stuff, but right now, all I care about is dealing with the loudmouth currently playing the game. The closer I get, the louder the yelling gets. Most of these are words that...
What the
no, those definitely all words my mouth would disapprove of. You've got to be kidding me. There's no way that is even plausible. Those hitboxes don't even connect. This game, it all night long. Haha, get wrecked. Oh, this is far from over, scrub. I saved up a little something extra special for you. I'm baiting you into attacking my sensei, which you fell for hard. Oh hey, did I forget to mention that I bought an extra ultimate technique scroll from my dojo? Whoops, my bee. Wait, what? You haven't been farming? How could XP share techniques with Creeper Waves? Take this. Take this 5-fold explosion death claw technique. What? How did you defeat me? No!
Oh, GG.
Father.
No one can defeat me, Queen Bee.
My dry eyes painfully blinking make me realize I've been standing here watching intently during the whole exchange. I'm not 100% sure what just happened, but it didn't matter. I was completely sucked in, couldn't tear my eyes away. It was like watching a train wreck. I mean, if the train was the arcade game and the wreck was that guy's
Hey,
face.
kid. What are
Race-
you staring at? Never seen a champion of my caliber before?
Oh, thing is, I don't even know how to begin to start. I quickly started to respond to my question. I have to take a moment and collect my thoughts. From what I've somehow gathered, she goes by Queen Bee. That jacket she's wearing identifies her as member of L7 Gaming, an arcade esports team. And she's most direct, fierce person I've met all day. That's saying a lot considering who I've run into so far. That should be fun to hang around, no doubt. Why so rude, though? What a sore winner. Talk about dominating personality. I feel the urge to kneel and... You know what? Sip. All the way. Look, let's be frank about this. I know my taste, and Queen Bee's got the whole package. The sass, the dirty mouth, the keen fashion sense. Oh, be still my subservient little heart.
Hey, don't just stand there all weird and quiet like. It's creepy.
She snaps her fingers to grab my
So,
attention.
are you gonna f***ing quarter up or not? Think you can best the hottest rising star of L7?
From what I've seen, I know I couldn't beat a scrub, let alone professionally competitive player of this game. Nope. No thank you. Plus, I'm not sure I'm allowed to play games while I'm working.
You work here?
Yes, me, and what's your job? Hassling me? I'm actually pretending to work here. Enforce arcade law within the noble funplex. I love that one. You bet. In fact, I was just hired earlier. I'm the new floor attendant. If the game needs your quarter, come to me. Ha ha ha! Wait, you're serious? Okay, then welcome aboard this runaway
Hey,
train.
they haven't given you a name tag yet. How am I supposed to know who you are?
I think that was actually a weird tactic to have me introduce myself to her. I'm Ash. I did technically just start working here 6 hours ago. It might take them time to issue me a name tag. Maybe they need to send a carrier pigeon to an ancient monastery where the name tags are forged in vast clay oven. Nah, Gavin's just slacking big time. I'll talk to that silly boy for you. Make sure you get some proper respect. Thanks. No problem, we gamers gotta stick
I'm
together.
Queen Bee, by the way. Aggro-style FOD lane pusher specialist for L7 Gaming.
I figured that when you put your arm over your head, cheered and shouted, "No one can defeat me, Queen Bee."
Hey, I do not sound like that. Well, maybe a little.
I like her. Anyway, I'm one of the regulars around here besides Pear and Tio. So you'll be seeing a lot of me in the future. Let's hope you last longer than the last guy. Oh great, now she's even making my job into a competition. I hope there isn't a betting pool too. You look like a smart kid. You've seen one of my mini streams on the internet, right? Nope. I really have no idea what you're talking about. Really, have you been living under a rock the past decade? If you consider a small yet formidable apartment a rock, then yes. Oh, you sweet child. You are so innocent and pure. Come on, let me show you the path to darkness that is the internet. Nope. Sure, I'd like to learn more. Will it hurt or traumatize me? I'm torn. On one hand, I'm curious. On the other, I'm slightly worried as to what I'm going to get myself into. Exposing myself further to the horrors of the internet seems unwise.
Come on!
Please. I promise it's not going to hurt. Queen Bee grabs my arm and pulls me close to the Fist of Discomfort cabinet, and upon further inspection I see the whole haphazard pile of tech she's rigged up. You can't just unplug one of these cabinets. You can't just plug one of these cabs into the internet. So I use a number of clip-on webcams and mics and stuff. That webcam there, it broadcasts my own personal PC back home, which then streams matches live to all my fans. The chat room appears on my phone. Costs a bit to put everything all together, but it takes like half an hour to rig up and test each morning. But after doing this here for a couple of years, it's easy peasy. Aside from Naomi grinding her teeth at my clip on camera, damaging the paint job, I mean. Anyway, I prefer to stream from the Funplex than at home. There's so much to miss out on sitting by your lonesome with the console version of FOD, the crowd, the wicked trash talk, the community. Wait, are you broadcasting live right now? Are we live
Nope,
right now?
No way.
No, that was part of my warm-up matches. I've got a pretty big tournament coming up, so I try to get as much practice in as possible, even if it's with a bunch of fodder. As in FODers that, as in, chum. Chum, lunch meat, scrubs, losers. I got the idea, yes. Queen Bee sees something out of the corner of her eye and glances around the arcade floor. She gives me a nod. Someone hanging near the Street Fighter cabinet. My crew is starting to trickle in. We should be starting team practice soon. Wait, what time is it? At the tone, the time will be 2:25 p.m. Eastern.
Beep.
What the?
I gotta go live in 5 minutes. Listen, kid, it's been swell. We'll chat later, right? Sure, one thing. Can you keep the swearing down at least a little? We've got kids running around here, and I don't want you to get in trouble with Gavin. Him? Meh. But for you, I'll keep it to a PG-13 rating. Now, if you excuse me, there's some butts out there that I need to kick.
Later.
And with a wave and a twirl, she completely abandoned me to return to her Fist of Discomfort game. Queen Bee fires up her broadcast rig, and shouting and milder swearing start up again. I should probably get out of here before I accidentally end up on the stream. Is it wrong of me to crave being stepped on by her? Hey, I gotta be me. I'm sorry. Whew. If I say what I want to say, I can't take it off the internet. Let's see what to handle next. An irate customer. I will deal with the anger first. My mutant floor attendant senses detect danger from the left-handed side of the arcade. I quickly rush all of 30 feet to the scene of the crime, already in progress. Come on! Hurry up and finish your game! Do you work here? I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note yourself, ask Gavin for a name tag or something. Yes, I'm Ash, the floor attendant. Well, stop attending the carpets and attend to me. I want this guy to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face is obscured beneath her costume mask, but I can feel her wince of the man cursing up a blue streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick this fat piece of garbage off this game. I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figure I ought to hear the fat piece of garbage side of the story before rushing to judgment. I tap the player's shoulder. He doesn't even notice my tapping, so I tap again twice. Huh? Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy's magic maze a spin. Curiously, the player looks up the game's marquee, thank you Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizard and pellets and monsters and stuff? Yeah. A bit terse as he laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting on 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or, as this other guy would probably put it, holy crap, that's a bitch of a high score. Excuse me. Right, sir, can you please wrap up your game? Nope. I'm keeping a good pace here, plenty of livestock, on par for getting close to the world record before the kill screen. Somehow, the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in a British accent, like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is public arcade, other folks want to play the game too. He finishes clearing the current board while pondering the predicament. Okay. At first I think he's stepping away to end his game, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly deplete as he pulls out his wallet. Without pause, he pulls out $3,000 in cash to hold it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to the movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife, and they roll around in bed covered in money, and, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen this much raw cash in one place at any given time. It's not even in 20s, dudes rolling Benjamins. One moment, please. On it. Fortunately, Iris already has my messenger app open with Gavin's contact info preloaded. Juggling figures I key in. Customer wants to buy Mr. Movie for $3K. What do? In less than a minute, I have my response. Considering we just paid $200 for it plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell that relic immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi going to react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make 15-fold profit. It also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lack of grasp on the real cost of an old arcade machines. I knew all the workplace drama was going to catch up to me at some point, but with this rando breathing down my neck, I gotta make a decision. I'm not sure we should sell the game. 3,000 sounds about right. It's yours. The game was 200, but I'm not sure we should sell. My boss said yes, so I'd say 3 large is more than fair. All yours. I quickly pocket the money, feeling vaguely like a thief. Thief who will be eating well tonight, mind you. You want me to get the dolly and wheel this whole thing out here for you? Shake his head. Absolutely not. I'm leaving the game right where it is. But you bought it. So I can play it whenever I want for as long as I want, provided nobody else is already playing, of course. Wouldn't be proper to interrupt somebody. But I wouldn't want to take it away from the funplex. Naomi would cry. Can't have that, right? I guess not. Which leaves the rando hopping man. To be fair, we had been kind of ignoring that. What the hell, man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? I'm going to Deco's Palace. And we just lost a customer stopping his way at the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. On the plus side, Naomi won't cry. On the negative side, I just drove a rando out into the cold.
What a disagreeable fellow.
Wow. As for the player, well, he goes right back to playing, eating pellets and zapping ghost monsters, clearing mazes. With the crisis behind us, I can actually focus on this is gone so rich guy. Actually, it is. He seems to care more than just his game. Splashing around cash, aren't we, Mr. Moneybags? Digging that dad bod. Not this playthrough. he seems to care about more than just his game. Take it from someone wallowing around in the lower tax brackets. The rich can do whatever they want whenever they want. And yet, not this guy. This guy did. He could have, but he let us keep the game. He just wanted to play, that's all. And why? Because of Naomi. Because the Funplex is a home and family for the games and for us. Maybe it's for the best I sent that rando at the door and here with this guy. So, you know Naomi? He's happy to talk, even while
Of
playing.
course. I'm a Funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Percy!
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant. I was here when Francine seated you behind the desk earlier.
That's me, Ash Langer, Arcade Wrangler.
Well then, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to getting to know you better.
So you've seriously just been playing Moopy all day, huh?
What can I say? It's my calling. I actually owned a Moopy cabinet once. Had it in my flat. But playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and the boops?
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions.
Wild.
It's all about the emotions, the laughter and the tears, the excitement of competition. I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest. Mm-hmm.
Naomi gets that. She keeps Mr. Moopy in top condition for the day I eventually land my high score. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy has been standing here since I was working the morning shift, hours and hours, and he's still only about 720k into this game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy's gotta have legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just let a few extra lives drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be psychic. I feel like I should let him get back to his game. The burning question, they burn like fire. How is it he can afford this game? Must have solid job and good income. So you're gonna get Moopy dipped in gold? Scores more important than your bank balance? I'm a joke. If it was me tossing around green like that, I'd have my game coated in solid gold and encrusted with diamonds. I always think, but gold is a bit heavy, isn't it? I'd break through the floor. But, you know, it'd be shiny, right?
Don't think so.
Certainly, but I don't throw around money to impress people. Wouldn't want to make my game that ostentatious. It's a bit much, yes? Money removes obstacles, nothing more, nothing less. It's a tool like any other. I do day trading, stocks, and bonds. It's really nothing interesting, I'm afraid. I care more for Moopy as a whole. Right. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about the thing. Be seeing you later, Mr. Langer. Yet another weird encounter, a string of weird encounters. By the end, he sounded more like a high-scored junkie you hear about in documentaries, obsessed, driven, kind of strange. But that's not the impression I had of him from the beginning. He smiled when talking about not splitting up the arcade. There's something more going on here. But, well, he's a Funplex regular. There'll be plenty of time to learn more later. We've got work to do. Let's see what to handle next. Booyah! I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, remember to hit like. That way I know you're enjoying the content making. Remember to hit subscribe. That way YouTube brings you back here to happens next, and I won't take up any more of your time. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
How it's supposed to feel.